Number 5. So it says an angle's measure is 80 degrees less, or no, 8 degrees less. So we're going to say 8 degrees less than 4 times the measure of the supplement. Okay, so we need to understand 2 things. What a supplement is, what a complement is. Okay? So, this is a complement. Okay? 2 angles, let's show it more like this. 2 angles that create 90 degrees. Okay? A supplement are 2 angles that create 180 degrees. Okay? So you have to know those 2 things. Because if I ask you, if it says less than 4 times the complement, then you're going to use this one. And on the test, different tests say different things. So you have to know for both. Rule of thumb is, okay, you're going to make the smaller angle X. It's not very bright. How's this? That better? X. So make the smaller angle X. That's the one that we don't know. We don't know what it is. Okay? So we call that the supplement. Okay? The other angle is going to be 4 times this. So how would I say 4 times X? How would I write that? 4 times X.
4X.
4X. That's it. So if this is X, then we're going to go 4X. So this is 4 times the supplement, but less than that. 8 less than 4X. So how would I write that? 8 less than 4X.
Oh, 4X minus.
Yes, 4X minus 8. So that's what we're doing. We're just translating this to saying plus negative 8 or 4X minus 8. It's less, right? Alright, so once we do that, this is where we have, before, in problem number 2, we did the angle, or remember the segment addition postulate? 2 segments, you put them together, and they create a larger segment, right? This is called the angle addition postulate, or we can use it as the definition of a supplementary angle. Definition of a supplementary angle tells me that these 2 supplementary angles are going to be 180. So I'm going to take 4x, oops, sorry about that, 4x minus 8, right? Plus x and that's going to equal 180. Okay? That's it. Now we just do the math. Now, before we can do the math, though, we need to say what lets us say that. And again, what lets us say this?
What?
What lets us say that this plus this is 180s?
Oh, 4X minus 8. Oh, and the X.
What lets us say it, though? Why can we say that? Close?
Is it translating?
Definition of supplementary angles. Right? Because they're supplement. They're supplements, right? They're supplementary. If they're supplementary, then they add to be 180. So anytime you say because because, right? Anytime you can say, because they're supplementary. Because they're complementary. Because they're 52 degrees. Because anytime you can say that, I want you to use definition of. Because they're the same angles. Because they're an angle bisector. Because anytime you say because, translate because into definition. It's going to be really simple. So it's because they're supplementary angles. Oh, definition of supplementary angles. I know it sounds a lot, but at the end of the year, if you have to take the test. Hey, Shiny. Almost says your actual name. So if we have to take that test, right? If we have to take the test and we don't pass the ACT by then, we want to be ready to take that test. These will be on that test. You have to know how to make a two-column proof. Okay, so first step is like terms. So add them up, right? How much? There you go. 5x minus 8 equals 180. What allows me to do that? What's it called? In math we call it oops, no we don't. In math we call it, right? PIMDAS, where we look for parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division from left to right. Oh, I get to add these two. Right? We're just adding them up. Anytime you're doing PIMDAS, you're doing simplification. Okay? So you're simplifying. Anytime you simplify, it's PIMDAS. Okay? But now we need to solve, right? When we solve, we use what's called SADMET. Right?
When you solve them?
Yeah.
And then what are you doing if you're using PIMDAS? You're simplifying.
Say again?
So when you're using SADMET, you're solving the problem or
Yes.
the equation, or the PIMDAS, you're just...
Just simplifying it down, just condensing it.
Got it.
Right? So PIMDAS, simplification. SADMET, we're going to use those properties. Right? Oh, it's all those properties we use. You remember any of them? What are we going to do here? What would we do to start to solve?
Plus 8.
Plus 8. So I have plus 8 to each side, right?
Oh, I know what you mean.
So what's that property called?
It's called... Property of addition or something.
Yeah, see? There's some stuff like that. Addition, property of equality.
Yeah.
Something like that. Right?
I was
And then what do we do?
divide by 5.
Divide by 5. And then what? Is it wrong because it's 188 and 5 doesn't go into 188 nicely? No. I mean, hopefully I know what I'm doing, right? So it's not wrong. It's just going to be a fraction, right? So 5 goes into 18. And here's a little thing I call short division, right? I'll be like 5 goes into 18 3 times with 3 left over, right? So I'll put a little 3 right here. And then how many times is 5 going to 38? With how many left over? 3 left over the 5. Okay, so it's a nice, easy way, quick way to do reduction of a fraction. What did we do here, by the way? What What property is this?
Division property of equality.
Division property of equality. So if they were to do this to you, boom, 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 you could fill those in, right? Because that's what it will look like on the state test. They'll just have you fill this in and tell me what this is. They'll have this stuff down. They just won't have that there. They won't have that there. They won't have that there. You'll be like, oh, they had to add both sides. Oh, add addition property of equality. Simple. It's easy. Right? We can do this. That's it. That's number 5. Right? What would the other angle be? So if that's x, if x is 37 3/5, right? Then how do I find the other side?
Minus it from 180.
Yeah, wouldn't it just be easier to minus it from 180 to get the other side? I mean, I could plug it in and use substitution, right? Or I could say 180 minus 37 3/5, right? And what would that be called? What allows me to say that? Why can I do this? Come on, somebody say it, please. Someone say that word. It starts with a B. And the other word that starts with an S. So close. so freaking close. No, not the typical BS.
Basketball now.
Huh? Come on. We said it at the beginning of this. Anytime we're going to use this word, we say this word. Why are you able to take it from 180? Why can you take it from 180? Why? Because what?
Because you're
What are these called?
angles.
What kind?
They're that's not supplements.
Supplementary. Because they're supplementary. That's it. So what am I going to write? Because they're supplementary. I can't just say because it's supplementary. I have to sound like I'm an intelligent nerd. So I have to sound like I know what I'm saying. So instead of saying because it's supplementary, I'm going to say definition of supplementary angles. Sounds so professional, right? Okay. All right, and then you just do the math, right? Then you just do the math. What's 38 from 180? What's 40 from 180? 140? What's 2 from 140? 138. Okay? And then 2/5 added to that. Why did I do 2/5? Because I'm taking 40 because that's really close to 40, right? But it's more than it. So 40 from this is 140, but it's a little more than 40, right? In fact, there's 2 more taking away from it, right? So 2 more would take me down to 38. So 2 more from 140 would be 138. And then a little bit more than 2 more because I have 3/5. And if I take 3/5, right? How much would I be left with? 2/5. So, in essence, 2/5 plus 3/5 is 1. 1 plus 7 is 8. 8 plus 2. Uh-oh. That doesn't make sense. Is that 37? And I said 38, 42. I said 42? Yeah, I should have went to 42, huh? Because wouldn't that be 38? So that would be 42. There you go. Wrong direction. I took it away from it. I should be adding it to it. So 40, because if I take this plus this, I get 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8, so I'm back to 180. Does that make sense? Yes, ma'am.
What time is this class get out at?
Not soon enough. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not sure. How about 9:43? All right. Enough said. Now we're going to do two problems.